But first, let's get to our top story. Latest on this very public feud between President Trump and Elon Musk.
Yeah, it all started with Trump's budget bill, quickly grew to include the results of the election, Musk's government contracts, even the Jeffrey Epstein files.
It is getting ugly and personal. 16 social posts in all, 15 of them in a 4-hour period. Consequences already showing up for Musk as Tesla, famously showcased by the president on the south line of the White House. Well,
take a look. Tesla's stock plummeting more than 14%. That cost Musk about $20 billion yesterday. Trump Media, the parent company for Truth Social, that down more than 8% at a cost of $202 million.
So it's costly, and it's a feud that could potentially impact the futures of everything from the Pentagon to NASA to the bill itself. We've got it covered. Let's get started. NBC's Kelly O'Donnell at the White House. Kelly, good morning.
Good morning, Savannah. The billionaire blow-up is upending one of the most visible relationships in the president's inner circle. This new divide sets up a test of who will have more influence on the Republican Party's future, the sitting president or one of the biggest donors. For months, Musk seemed to be everywhere, from the Oval to Mar-a-Lago. But now the question is he out for good? This morning, the cleanup after a messy and extraordinary day in American politics. The alliance built on wealth and power between President Trump and the man he put in charge of making massive cuts to the federal government imploded oh so publicly. Mr. Trump first suggesting the Tesla owner's rejection of the president's signature legislation, the so-called One Big Beautiful Bill, is rooted in self-interest.
Elon's upset because we took the EV mandate and, which was a lot of money for electric vehicles.
The president also reflecting on Musk's recent departure.
You saw a man who was very happy when he stood behind the Oval desk, and even with the black eye, I said, "You want a little makeup?"
Musk firing back on social media, replying, "Whatever," to the electric vehicle comments, and then kicking off a remarkable online tussle, writing, "Without me, Trump would have lost the election," adding, "Such ingratitude." The world's most powerful man and the richest man exchanging barbs directly. The president posting, "Elon was wearing thin. I asked him to leave, and he just went crazy." Musk writing, "Such an obvious lie. So sad." Mr. Trump going after the SpaceX CEO's bottom line. The easiest way to save money in our budget is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. In response, Musk threatening to decommission SpaceX's Dragon spacecraft that is used by NASA to ferry astronauts to the space station. Musk then writing, "Time to drop the really big bomb," saying the president, quote, "is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT." President Trump has previously downplayed his relationship with the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein and denied any involvement with his criminal behavior. Musk also later agreeing with a post that said President Trump should be impeached. The president downplayed the drama, quote, "I don't mind Elon turning against me, but he should have done so months ago." Overnight, both sides appeared open to de-escalation. Musk taking back his Dragon spacecraft threat and agreeing with a post that urged the two men to get along. And the president, asked about the feud by Politico overnight, responding, "Oh, it's okay. It's going very well. Never done better." And this morning, it looks like there is a shift toward cooler heads. Sources familiar with this relationship say the president is going to step back from this fight and focus on his key piece of legislation, working to get Republicans to pass it. Savannah?
All right, Kelly, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.